Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So I am going to try not to have such a lengthy update. Like life has just been lifing. I want to start doing these videos again because if you didn't know, I was a wax hoarder. I'm not necessarily a wax hoarder anymore because I haven't bought wax melts since like the beginning of 2021. It was a very small like Rose Girls pre-order sampler, something like that. But outside of that, I have not bought any wax since 2021, and that was just at the beginning, like January. But I still have so much wax, but I've always had a lot of candles, but for some reason I was keeping them as like collector's items. And then here recently I have gotten back into actually purchasing candles. And so I, one, need to start burning my candles and stop just collecting them. I cannot take them with me. You know what I mean? So I need to go ahead and like burn them. But I want to keep a record of these candles just because some of my candles are like legit. Like if I wanted to sell them on Mercari or something, I could probably get about 100, 150 per candle because I have some gems. Now they're probably not in here today, but I have some gems that I just kind of want to keep the memories of and remember them once I burn them. So we're going to do these videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it. I probably will. But yeah, so we're back, but we're going to start off with wax melts. If there's any other updates, I'll do it in a different video. I'm just kind of rambling right now, but I want to start with wax melts because I have the least amount of wax melts here. And then we're going to get into all the candles. These are candles that I burned both December and January. So I don't know if it's good or it's bad. We'll see. All right. So and then the wax melts won't be in any particular order. So this first one is by Zape Bath. Oh my gosh. Like, like I haven't been on the waxing and I don't want to dip in. I looked into the Rose Girls group. They're doing a pre-order right now. I was like, oh, I miss Rose Girls, but I have so much Rose Girls. My issue is I have so many bakery and fall, and over these past like 4 years, oh my God, it's been 4 years, but over these past 4 years, I have really fine-tuned. I still like bakery all day, gourmand all day, but I have really started to like different types of scents. We'll just say that. But I did take a peek into the Rose Girls pre-order, but I think I'm going to pass on. I'm like, no, I got to get through my wax or whatever. But anyway, this is the point I was going to make was Zape Bath. It's like owned by somebody else. Like, like it's not the same owner, and I don't even know what the old owner's name was. She was cool. I think it was like Ashley or something. Anyway, I don't know what the new owner's name is, but I do see like her videos and stuff like that. And so I feel like they're on the same vibe. Like she's on the same vibe as the last owner. But anyway, this is Cindy Lou Who. It's peppermint, vanilla bean, pink sugar crystals. This is just going to be your pink sugar vanilla type of scent. It had a pretty like moderate throw. I think I did it like in a room, and it was cute. It was like peppermint, pink sugar, and vanilla. It wasn't anything special. I don't know if I used to love it or what. This is something I was just trying to get rid of. This is, oh my gosh, the name of this company is different, I believe. So this is Sniff My Tarts, and I want to say they're like macaron something. Anyway, this is just cotton candy. It smelled like cotton candy, and I really just was trying to get rid of it, so I just like kind of threw it in there, threw it in a warmer and just kind of like mixed it with some stuff. I'm almost positive I had it going with this. Fresh picked strawberries. Fresh picked strawberries is going to be like your more like green. Well, not green. Actually, this smells like a little candied. But anyway, that's fresh picked strawberries. These won't be just too special. Like I just kind of threw them in there because there were only a little. It was only like a little bit. And one of my old wax friends, Roxanne, I don't even remember her name. My goodness, Roxanne had actually sent me a bunch of strawberry because she used to be obsessed with strawberry. And she's like, you got to smell this. And she used to she sent me a bunch of that. And it was like just little pieces. I was just trying to get rid of it. This right here is Autumn Pound Cake. This actually didn't smell very bakery. It smelled more perfumey. But it was okay. I had that just going in the bathroom because it smelled like kind of perfumey. Rainbow melts. Like rainbow melts is still going to be like this. When I get back into melting wax melts, I will revisit rainbow melts. this was good. It was giving that, you know, peanut butter, what's the one from Bath and Body Works? Peanut butter brittle. Anyway, it's peanut butter, butterscotch, waffle cone, vanilla ice cream. This is really just like a creamy peanut butter scent. Again, it was only a little bit in here, like a slither. So I was just trying to get rid of some of these smaller pieces. And then, oh, look at this, guys. Okay, so this was a Bath and Body Works candle that I actually chopped up. This is creamy nutmeg. I remember years ago, this thing would not throw for me. And I love the scent so much because it really is just like a cooking spice type of smell. Not really bakery, but like, you know, cooking spices type of smell. And I just went ahead and just kept, it didn't last long in the warmer. And it didn't throw that well in the warmer either. I could smell it, but not like that. So I would get little hints of it, but not like that. But I really love this scent. I would love for them to bring it back. And, you know, if they do bring it back, hopefully it would be stronger burning. So, yeah. Candles from the keeping room. Y'all, throwback, right? And so this is Ultimate Waffle Cone. This is okay. The throw wasn't really giving, and I don't know if it's because they're old or what. Well, it's not because they're old, because these other two, the throw was great. But for this one, this was kind of light, that vanilla type of waffle cone. Like just that kind of creamy vanilla type of waffle cone. This one right here was vanilla sugar waffle. And so I guess waffle cone is more like a creamy like ice cream type scent, because it was super light. But this was loud. It was like almost a little bit mapley, so I guess it smelled more like an actual like waffle with syrup on it. Just very loud and bakery. It didn't last too long. Like it lasted maybe 6-7 hours. Like it lasted a good chunk of the day, but once it left, it like left all at once. It didn't like it didn't like fade out. It kind of just all left at one time. This one was so strong, actually. So strawberry musk, I have more of this, and I remember loving this one, and so I still love it. This one was very strong. I went ahead and let this go for a couple days, and I got tired of the scent because I wanted to smell bakery, because this is more like a perfumey, like musky mixed with strawberry type of scent. And it just was lingering. It's really lovely, but you know, I'm a gourmand girl, so I think that's all of the wax melts. Now, the candles that I have here are going to be Bath & Body Works. Majority of my candles that I own are Bath & Body Works, but I have really been in my candle bag lately, or rather, candles have been in my bag lately. Like, by bag, I mean purse. Like, it's definitely been not draining. It hasn't been draining my pockets, but because I'm still fiscally responsible and I know how to budget and everything like that. But like, I don't really buy much else. I don't really go other places and stuff like that. But I have really been buying candles. So you will see, we'll talk about some newer brands that I've never talked about, that I only found out about last year, that I kind of got into just based off of looking at YouTube and stuff like that. So, but majority candles here are going to be Bath and Body Works. Oh, and I got into like this homework thing, but you won't see lots of that. Actually, one second. I'm probably gonna have to edit that and put that together. But I have these homework candles, and I forgot to grab 2 of them. So, and I've been using candle crocks, and I've been using wax warmers, like wax lamp warmers. Because the little soot that was in the air duct thing, it was pretty bad. So there's just certain I've been just trying to like alleviate any like real soot. I don't really blow my candles out anymore. I more so like dip them or whatever to put them out. Sometimes I blow them if I'm lazy, but anyway, Bath and Body Works. So this one I got around Christmas. Almost positive I got it for free with rewards. But this is platinum. It does not give the scent description, but it smells like perfume. Basically, it smells like perfume. Now, burning, you can see that this was really sooting. I ended up, what did I end up doing? I guess I did burn it to the bottom, right? I thought I put this in the crock. Anyway, it ended up sitting in, maybe I had another one that I put in the crock. Anyway, these smaller ones, they tend to sit more than regular 3-wick candles. So I'm not sure if this will ever come in a 3-wick. It was nice for what it was, but I don't see myself like getting it again. It would just smell like perfume. This one, black tie. What is this at the bottom of it? I don't know what this is at the bottom of it. It looks like oil. Anyway, like it was, I don't know. Your perfect escort to any holiday party. Green sage, sandalwood, and tonka bean. This is really a staple. You can see how old these candles are too. That platinum candle, I just got that around the holidays. This right here, we're 2014. That is not 2024. That is 2014. Ain't that crazy? On the 328th day of the year. So like the fall time, I got, well, it probably was candle day. That makes sense. 328. No. Yeah, it was poured that day. Anyway, so this is going to be your cologne-y, but like it's a smoother cologne because I really hate cologne scents. I hate that strong bergamot type smell with the citrus. I'm not really into those type of cologne-y scents, but this one is like, you know, sandalwoods and tonka beans. That's, you know, and I don't think you get a lot of the sage, but it just blends well. I have a ton of these left, so. And I just froze it and popped it out. That's why it's empty. It still smells like it though. So, let's see. This one right here, Emily in Paris, it is part of the Netflix collab that Bath & Body Works has going on. Why do the bottoms of it look like this? Oh, I know why this bottom looks like this. So maybe I did it. The black tie might look like that because I might have ended it on the warmer. Let me come back to this real quick. It burned badly. Yeah, it has scorch marks. Yeah, it burned badly, and I think about right here, I went ahead and put it on top of just a candle warmer, and that's why it looks wonky at the bottom. But you know, Bath and Body Works does this thing like when it gets to right about here. Some people say the halfway point, but I feel like it's a little lower. Right about here, it'll get all gunky and smelly and or puny wicks. It's always a problem. It's not the same problem, but it's always like a problem. And so I just went ahead and ended its life on the candle warmer. So that's what I did with this one too, except for this one went into the candle crock around this time. As you can see, this is what it was doing. It was getting all murky. I absolutely love this scent. I know that this was not really popular with a lot of people, but it was popular with me. It's Macaron Delight, Parisian Spun Sugar, and Pink Berries. This is so good to me. Like, I can barely smell anything, but when it was in the crock, when it was burning, it was so good. Like, it's not this like punch in your face like throw, but it is pretty moderate, in my opinion. Even burning, but in the crock, obviously, it was a lot stronger. But I just love this scent. It's like this marshmallow perfume smell to me, and I just love it. I have more of this because I love it. It's probably gonna spend time. I'll probably burn it at first, just like I did. And if I see it's acting funny, because it wasn't like scorching. You see, it wasn't really scorching. I don't know what all that is. I don't know I don't know if the carbon was like flicking residue into the wax or whatever, and that's why the wicks look all on the side, because they drifted to the side because it was in the crock. And I haven't froze that out yet. I'm curious, how do y'all dispose of your candles? I'm just curious, because sometimes it'll have residue on it. Do you just like wash it out and like put that residue in the garbage disposal? Because to me that feels like it would mess up the garbage disposal. Because oftentimes, and I have done that, but I'm afraid to continue to do that because I'm afraid that I'm messing up my garbage disposal. Like, I'll show you whenever I get to one that has some real residue, because this says residue, but not real residue. So I do like freeze them out, pop them out, and then I wash it inside, and then I recycle them. But if anybody has like an easier way, let me know. So this one is Cotton Candy Champagne. Again, a very old one. What is this one? 2021? Yeah, this is 2021. I probably got this around Candle Day too. Anytime it's like, it was poured, like, this would be like, what, October? Anyway, I'm not doing the math. But yeah, this was such a cute vessel to me. And I did burn this during Christmas. It's bubbly rosé, sweet strawberry, pink sugar. Did they stop putting with natural oils? I feel like they did. They absolutely did. I wonder why. And I am getting away from doing a lot of Bath and Body Works. I mean, I'm still a Bath and Body Works girl, but not as much, just because of what they put in the wax. And I have turned into one of those, okay? I don't know what to call those, but I have turned into one of those. It was really that soot in the AC vent, like, that's what took me out. Anyway, but I do still buy Bath and Body Works, but it's just like, it's not as often, because if one day I'm gonna do a video and I'm gonna show my actual candle collection. I got some gems. Y'all. I got some gems, but I want to melt them. I don't want them to go bad. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this year for sure. But yeah, this was just like a sweet cotton candy scent. You didn't get a lot of the effervescence of it. I didn't, at least, but it was like, it was nice. It was very light. But it was still nice around the holidays, and I don't know. And then towards the end of December going into, it just was a nice kind of like, because you could tell it was like a drink type scent, but I just didn't get any effervescence from it. So, but really enjoyed that one. All right, I'm trying to stick with Bath and Body Works. Here we go. All right, so sweet tea and lemonade. This one I did pop out also, and this didn't have a lot of residue either. This is from 2024. So I think I got this last summer. And as you can see, when I see now what it is, when you see that oil like that, and I don't know if it's because I had to pour some out, or I don't know I don't know why the oil is so like that, but it's because it ended its life on the candle warmer, or inside of the crock. But this one was ended on the candle warmer. But this is brewed sweet tea, fresh squeezed lemon, sugar crystals. I normally do like a lemonade scent. I'm not that big of a fan of lemonade scents, but I do like to burn them like at night after I've cooked something that's really, smelling like food. And so this helps cut through that scent. And that's the only time I do lemonade scents. I would love to know if somebody had like a recommendation of just a sweet tea fragrance. I want a sweet tea fragrance so bad. Bath and Body Works had, and I actually have it, what was it called? Southern Sweet Tea or Southern Comfort? Was it Southern Comfort? I still have it, but that one I think still has like a tinge of like lemons in it, but it's not as lemony. And I really would love for someone to come out with a candle with just sweet, sugary, Southern sweet tea, no lemon. But anyway, that was, lemonade scents are always a great throw. I think towards the end it just started getting ugly, and so I just I tried to stretch it out. For whatever reason, it went on the candle warmer. This one, so this is not wax, this is like glue. This is how they were sending them out. Like the label is kind of like uneven. I said, what were y'all doing? But this came out for their, like, when did this come out? Like October. They were just doing like a what do they? When they do the candles from the vault, new or whatever. So this one came from the vault. This is Pumpkin Donut Shop. Now, I love Pumpkin Donut Shop. I have the old version of Pumpkin Donut Shop. I'm almost positive it came out once in this pink chalkboard looking version. And then I want to say it came out again shortly after, perhaps. And I guess, I took a while to even start shopping back at Bath & Body Works too. Like between 2019 and 2020, I took a little break from like shopping at Bath and Body Works. So I'm missing a lot of like staple scents. But anyway. But this one is glazed donut, warm pumpkin spice, sprinkled with powdered sugar. Hey, this one doesn't say essential oils either. Yeah, it's from 2024. But people didn't like this one. And it's so crazy because I love this scent. Like, I love it so much. I bought multiples of this one, which I shouldn't because I have a million candles. But I have multiples of the other one that has the pink chalkboard writing on it. Because I think when it came out the second time, that's during that time that I was busy working and traveling and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, I love this scent. I'm going to tell you what I was burning this scent with. I actually had this scent burning for a while, but at the end, it got kind of weird. It was doing some weird stuff. So I decided to put it on under the candle lamp. And that's how it ended its life. That's why it still is white at the bottom. But this one is just so good to me. It just smells like the powdered sugar of a donut. I can barely smell it, but it smells like the powdered sugar portion. If you had a donut that instead of the glaze, it's more like that powdered donut. It's almost like if you had a donut shop that sold those, you know, those donuts that come, the Hostess donuts that are powdered, that come in the package. Those are very generic, but this is like if you had those Hostess donuts baked at an actual donut shop or donut bakery. And I just love it. I just love it. And I thought the burn was really good. I thought the throw was really good until it got down here. And I just can't believe people didn't like this. And I'm like offended. But they are shady for for sending us this like this. Like, this is glue from... Like, it was glue all over it. And this I just couldn't get off, so I just left it on there. But they're really shady for how they just kind of rushed these out. But it smells just like the original. Is that all my Bath & Body Works? No. One more Bath & Body Works. This is Sugar Plum Fairy. Now, this one really didn't have a throw. And you can tell it was finished. I probably put it in a candle crock in the bathroom or something. But a sweet sugar plum, candied cranberries, and sugared orange. Now, on cold, let me see if I can smell it. Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything. On cold, I remember it smelling okay in the store. But I remember getting home because I want to say I bought this during Candle Day or something like that. Because, yeah, it was 2024. But it smelled kind of medicinal. A little... that grapey type medicinal, and I'm guessing it's from the sugar plum. I wasn't a fan, but luckily, you know, I was trying to see if I could get something different when it went into the candle crock, but I really didn't. And it was really light even in the candle crock. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't get that again because I think that was a re-release. So there is that. And okay, one more. Fresh Balsam. We all know Fresh Balsam. Woodland Balsam, crisp eucalyptus, and fir branches and cedarwood. Y'all know it's good, especially around Christmas and ringing in the new year in January. Amazing, just really, really good. Strong, all of the things. It checks all of the boxes. All right, so let's get into let's do Homeworks. So Homeworks is a brand that I never really bought from. Even I remember when Harry Slack kind of came back out and announced the brand, and I remember seeing the videos of it and stuff like that, but I kind of refused to pay the price for it at the time. And I want to say this is during my little break that I wasn't buying candles. Like, I didn't have the mental space or the time or anything. I just wasn't there. But I do remember seeing videos on it and stuff like that. And so once I started last year kind of looking at YouTube again and like exploring newer brands, I saw a lot about Homeworks. Now, part of the reason why I saw a lot about Homeworks is a lot of people are these affiliates with Homeworks. And so, you know, they're basically helping Homeworks sell the candle. And I was influenced with the company, and that's cute and all, but I don't think I will be purchasing from, at least not this version. I'm kind of interested in those luxe versions. I'm like a big candle girl. Like, I like nice candles. Like, I've always been into Nest and I have a few of the big Henry Bendel, whatever, candles. I have some of those left. Like, I really want to show y'all my collection because, man, throwback, right? And so I have some of the huge ones. And so I might try to see if the luxe ones perhaps perform better. But let me tell you, I don't like how these perform, and too many of them don't perform for me to continue to risk it. And there's not really a store that I can, well, outside of like Home Goods, but like there's not a store that I can burn, like with Bath and Body Works. I can burn those, take them back to Bath and Body Works and say, these were terrible. So, and they'll take them back or let me exchange it. I don't have that option with these, so it's just like a waste of money. And as you can see, these were under the candle lamp. So I initially burned this one, and when I couldn't smell a thing, and it smells good. Like the scent itself is great. It's like right up my alley. Palo Santo, blue spruce, fir needles, spiced amber. It was giving a very sweet, smoky type of scent, something that you would want to smell when it's super cold outside. And it's the start of the year. It's super cozy, but I couldn't smell a thing. I couldn't smell a thing. So then I put it under the candle warmers, and they were still very light. And so I honestly probably could have, you know, if I get really close, I could smell it. But I'm like, if I can't smell it in the atmosphere, what is the point? So that's that one, and you know, it is what it is. Same thing with this one, Autumn Vineyard. This is, and this, you can tell it's been poured off. I might have burned it to that or something like that, but I definitely poured it. So I think it was under the candle lamp for the majority of the time, and I just froze it and popped it out. Autumn Vineyard. This is sparkling wine, fragrant orange, autumn leaves, and golden amber. And I think I got all of these from Home Goods, but it's the same if I get them from Home Goods. Like it's still hit or miss if I get them from Home Goods or Marshalls or whatever, or if I get them online. Because I started off ordering online, and I was like, well, maybe I need to get them from Home Goods. Maybe they need to be a little older or something like that. I don't know. But nope, this one still didn't give much of a throw. And you can smell it when you pull up on it, but like if it's not in the atmosphere, what is the point exactly? And so, moving on. Now, same thing with this one. Candy cane martini. I also got this from Home Goods. This is sweet peppermint, frozen vanilla, candy cane swirl, vanilla orchid. Couldn't smell a thing. I could not smell a thing. It has so much potential because it's like a sweet, it smells like the peppermint, the soft peppermint candy, but I couldn't smell a thing. And the packaging is so cute. But honestly, I did have this up kind of as decoration too. And I'm almost positive that I put this under the candle warmer as well. Because they're so big, they can't fit in the candle crock, and I don't have a candle warmer to set it on top of. So the best option for me is a candle lamp for that one. For the Homeworks one. So, let's see. This one, actually, I could smell. This is maple rum strudel. I also got this from Homeworks or TJ Maxx or something like that. Drizzled maple, brown sugar, candy pecans, dark rum. I could smell this, and it was nice, and I'm almost positive I might have another one of it. I don't know. But it wasn't like what it should be. It was very, very light. It was just very light. And it sucks because this cute packaging and, you know, it gives you the look that you want. And with it burning, it's super cute. But, yeah, no. This one was very strong. And so when you have situations where, like, this one is strong, why can't they all be strong? Like, what is the problem? But this one is sweetened oats, brown sugar, maple, baked cookie. The only issue with this one, it was strong, but whatever they use for the sweetened oats, I'm thinking it was the sweetened oats. It came off as borderline chemically. It's like it smelled like oats, but you knew it wasn't a natural oat. It didn't smell like actual baked cookies. Oh, you know what it might have been? I smelled raisin. I want to say that I could smell like this gooey type of raisin in it. Like you could see that it was trying to give what this is displaying, but I really would have liked for this to be a little bit more natural, like more realistic. But it was strong. It was like an 8 out of 10. It was very strong. I had it. I live in a very open concept area. And, oh, I have one more. Bath and Body Works. But, and I could smell it throughout the entire house. So, and this is the last Homeworks that I have. This one is Blueberry Violet Tart. This one is a moderate. This is an acceptable one. I actually have another one of these, so I actually don't mind it. And I actually finished this in December, and I want to say I bought it last March or something like that. And I felt like it was a little stronger. So there may be a theory out there where it's like a wax where you have to cure it or something like that. But there's no, I don't feel like I should have to do that, especially with candles. I don't know why I was doing that with wax melts either, but like, I don't have that type of time. Like, I want to go ahead and get through what I have. But this is Blackberry Violet Tart. This is fresh blueberries, violet petals, baked pastry, and vanilla bean. I actually really love this scent. So I'm happy I have another one, but again, I'm not going to continue to like, and this I did get off the website. I also got that oatmeal cookie off the website. But I'm not going to continue to invest, and it's kind of like hit or miss. It's very risky of me, for me not to be rich. Now, if I ever become rich, sure, maybe, but no. This is another Bath and Body Works I have. Again, their lemon, to me, performs really good. I'm almost positive I was able to successfully just burn it until it got to the wick clips. This is one that is kind of showing the residue. That's what I meant. Like, do y'all normally just wash that out? Because, again, I normally do, but I want to not do that. Like, I don't want it to go in my sink. But anyway, this is sparkling lemon zest, spearmint leaves, and verbena sprigs. I would still burn this when I'm cooking, but it doesn't give that, it's not a super citrusy. It's more like spa-like. And so, but because, you know, I would rather this be like in a bathroom or in like a relaxing Sunday, self-care Sunday type of vibe. But I just did it normally with cooking. So there is that. And that is all of my Bath and Body Works and Homeworks candles. So now let's get to Goose Creek. So this is another company that I don't know if they're going to get my coin. And it does have to do with the performance. There's different performances that I experience with Goose Creek. They are either not like non-existent in the scent, like I can't smell it. This feels nice. It's like almost velvety. Anyway, either I can't smell it or it gets super sooty. Like, and this is not one that got super sooty. I'm trying to think. You know which one got super sooty? I don't have it anymore. It was Barbershop. Love that scent down. I had that scent. And I ended up putting it in the candle crock, and I just wish it would have lasted a little longer in the candle crock. It's just a good scent. But burning, it was like, as soon as you burned it, like I clipped the wicks and everything. It's like something was wrong with the wicks. Like it just immediately started smoking. So, but in this case, for Cherry Blossoms, I could not smell it burning. And like, I guess I didn't give it too much time to get a little lower. Because sometimes when you first burn something, you have to wait a little bit for it to get not a deeper pool, but like a little further down. I don't know if it's needing to hit fragrance pieces or what. But as you can see, it went into a crock. This is pink cherry blossom leaves, violet and sugared woods with natural essential oils. It's such a good scent. It's like soft and it smells like cherry blossoms. Like one of my favorite like body care from Bath and Body Works. They don't make it anymore, and sometimes they bring it back as like a discontinued thing. But it's the I think it's just called Cherry Blossoms or something like that. But it smells just like this. Like, that's what this smells like. But I couldn't smell it. And so I even put this in the warmer, and I could smell it better, but barely. So, not the warmer, but the candle crack. So that's why it looks like that. So I won't be getting that again. I've gotten to the point with Goose Creek, because either I can't smell it or it's too sooty, I just throw it in the crock. I already kind of know. But I still try, but, you know, whatever. And this I bought years ago, y'all. I don't know how to read when this was poured. If you know how to read that, that's the little thing. I don't know, because I bought this so long ago and I was just hanging on to it. I wonder if it means 2000, but I feel like I bought it before 2000. So I don't know. Not 2000, golly, 2020. I think I bought it before 2020. Anyway, this is rum raisin. And the reason why I was holding on to it, because it smells so good. It's like a perfumey type of scent. This is totally different from Homeworks' oatmeal raisin. This wasn't bakery at all. It was more perfumey. But I loved it so much. I would occasionally just stalk the Colonial Candle website. And they don't even make these big ones anymore. But I don't think they do. I think they just make the small ones. But I love this little oval shape. It's always been so cute to me. And like just classy. But, I must have just like waited way too long, because I couldn't smell a thing. I would have to get really up close. I had it in a hurricane and everything, and I couldn't smell a thing. But it's still a good scent. It's just like I couldn't smell a thing. And I got this like years ago from like Ross or something like that. So no need for me to even think about trying to get that again. Now, last but not least, y'all, I have gotten into the candle company of Kringle. Oh, look, I have another wax melt. Hold on. Basic Wish. This is good. This is strong. This is from Southbound. I have plenty more of this. I think I did this in January. Just because of the smoky vibes. It just smells like pink sugar and like super smoky vibes. It's witching hour and pink sugar, I'm sure. Anyway, so I've gotten into the House of Kringle. Would it be considered house? The candle company of Kringle. And I like Kringle. I like how clean the scents burn. With Kringle, I have some issues with throw. Not always. And not as often as Homeworks. But it's weird because I feel like with soy wax, it throws differently. And I have a haul coming from another company that I kind of came upon just looking at different Kringle videos or whatever, and it's also soy based. So once I start burning those candles, I can kind of solidify my theory just how the soy wax throws. We'll start with this one. This is how this one looks. This is one of their 3-wick candles. The scent notes on this one was plum, berry, tea leaf, citrus, tonka bean, amber. This is actually kind of a list of the scent notes that actually make sense to me. Normally, these scent notes are just, like, useless. But this does make sense to me. This is sugar plum and myrrh. I couldn't smell a thing. Couldn't smell a thing the entire time. It went into I'm almost positive. Did it go into the candle crock? It went somewhere. It doesn't look like the Bath & Body Works ones, but probably because this material is different. But it either went on a candle warmer, under a or in the candle crock. But I couldn't smell a thing. Not even in the candle crock. Like, not a thing. Not even, like, leaning up against it. I couldn't smell a thing. Let's do this one, because I have 2 of these. And let me tell y'all, I have, like, 3 or 4 or 5 more backups of this. This is another one of the 3-wick candles. And I do find that they're 3-wick candles, which I'm almost positive they're getting rid of. I do find that their 3-wick candles do perform, I guess, slightly better than the 2-wick candles. And it just depends. Like, it depends on the candle. So, but this is Butter Rum Cafe. This is butter, caramel, nut spice, cream, vanilla. This was another scent notes where they actually make sense. But again, sometimes they make no sense to me. Because what does certain things even smell like? But I love this scent. This one is strong. It is so good. It's so strong. It does not smell burnt. it's just such, and you can, I think I burned both all the way down to the wick clips. I might have melted this one once it extinguished itself. I might have went ahead and put it on the candle warmer to just get a little bit more. But it's just so good. And then when you mix it with like a wax melt that's like bakery, or another candle that's like kind of bakery or whatever, like it's so good. And so I have like 3 or 4 of backups of the 3 wicks, just getting different sales, like the $10 sales. And, you know, I love it. I love it so much. And it's just like it doesn't really smell like coffee. It smells more like, because it doesn't smell boozy either. Like, it does smell like coffee, but not really. It smells like a coffee cake or something like that. That's what it smells like a coffee cake. With like maybe like a little drizzle of something sticky or syrupy on top of it. It's so good. This is another strong one. So this is why I can kind of stick with Kringle, because like I have very few duds. But you know, anyway, apple cider donut. It's very strong. It was really good. It's slightly clean. It got sooty because of how this is made. You can see even over on this side, like once it gets down like really towards the bottom, it gets sooty because it's like basically a self-hurricane. Like it's basically trapping in so much heat, you can't even burn it that long. So I've been trying, like when I get to the bottom of these types of jars, and it's not all of them, but it's most of them. When I get to the bottom, I try to just only keep them like lit for like an hour, like very short amount of time, just amount of time to get a throw, get a pull, and then I'm, you know, just so I'm not like marking up my home. But this just smells like a really good, I can't smell it anymore, but it just smelled like like a very authentic apple cider donut. I think the difference between this or something like Cider Lane, or you really get the bakery type of scent and that juicy like apple cider, like it really smells like an authentic. It's not very fried. You don't get a lot of the fried note, but every other part of like an authentic apple cider donut, that if you ever went to like an apple orchard or like a fair or something like that where they have they're making and frying apple cider donuts and they're making apple cider and stuff like that, it does give that type of that conceptual atmosphere or whatever. But again, it's not very fried, but it's so good. It was so good. It was very good. I have a 4 wick of this one. I have like 3 more of this. Like when I like it, you know, and I don't want to be a hoarder, but you know, I'm still being, the Lord is still working on me. So I'm trying to do better, but like, you know, it is what it is. So when I did get into Kringle, I think it was like the summer of last year. And so the summer of last year, I absolutely really got pulled into their whole Halloween, like, hype. Like I was hype about, I'm a Halloween girl, but not like that, but I got really hype about Halloween. And so I have quite a few Halloween candles. I guess you'll see them a lot, more next year or later this year, but this was the only one I was able to get through. There is another one that might be in my next little empty or whatever. But this is Skull and Sonnet. Now, people raved about this scent. And it's cool. It's like a tobacco, but like super boozy. What is it? Bourbon, tobacco, sandalwood, and suede, amber, and oak. Yeah, so you definitely get that alcohol bourbon. I do like how Kringle's alcohol scents really actually smell like alcohol, and it's mixed with other stuff, because sometimes boozy doesn't come out like actually boozy. Like this kind of smells like for real bourbon mixed with tobacco, like a pipe tobacco. I wish I got a little bit more of the sandalwood. I get a lot of the amber. So to me, it's really bourbon, tobacco, amber. Maybe a little bit of oak. I don't really get a leather or suede type note, and I don't really get sandalwood, which I think more sandalwood would have smoothed it out a little bit more. Anyway, it's a good scent, and I like it, and I actually have a backup of it just because I liked the label. It's giving very much Shakespeare, like, or Hamlet, which one was he talking to a skull? That's what it's giving. But I couldn't smell a thing. I could not smell a thing. So I'm hoping that sitting for a year, maybe the cure theory is, you know, going to happen. But I tried to burn it in the living room. I tried to burn it in the bathroom. I tried to burn it in the bedroom. I could not get a real throw out of this at all. And that is what I was noticing with a lot of these, like, tobacco-y, these types of scents or whatever. Like the bakery scents, they do a lot better. But these, I couldn't smell a thing. This one right here is Vintage Pomander. This was a collab that was done a couple years ago with Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom, which is she's really an OG. I remember, like, the craziest part is, like, I used to watch her, like, when she was, like, crazy about, she used to rave about raspberry peach something or whatever. And so then, like, she used to, like, talk about it. But at that time, when she used to rave about it, Bath and Body Works did not have that scent. And I feel like I missed, like, I started getting into candles like maybe the summer or the fall right after that scent was released, that Sweet Shop collection, and I didn't have any of those. But I would watch it because I would hope that Bath and Body Works, and this, you know, this is where my addiction started. Not with her, it wasn't watching her, but it was like, because I think my addiction started with just watching beauty influencers and their fall hauls, like their fall candle hauls, years ago. My goodness, what was that, 2014 or something like that? Anyway. And so she is really an OG. And what's funny is, like, Bath and Body Works finally brought it back out like the following year or something like that. And I have one. But I don't think they brought that scent back out. But I just remember she used to be crazy over that. That scent. And then, like, what's his name from Tina Divalicious? He would talk about, like, the Sweet Shop collection. And I was like, I hate that I missed out or whatever. And then they did end up bringing them back for the most part. Not all of them, but anyway, just down memory lane. But yeah, so she had like a collab with Kringle a couple years ago, and she came out with Vintage Pomander. Now, I've never really been this super huge orange and spice type of person for Christmas, but I don't know. I think I'm okay with it. I'm more of like a tree scent, bakery scent, or a mixture of a tree and bakery type of person. And I've had some like punch type of scents that have a little spice in them, but nothing that was just orange and spice forward. This is orange zest, sweet lemon, clove leaf, cinnamon bark, sheer musk, vanilla, and cedarwood. See, for me, like, you can leave out sheer musk because I'm not getting a lot of musk. And it might be in there, but you don't need it because you're making my mind go to perfume, and then I smell it and I don't smell perfume, or anyway. But no, this one is actually really good. It was like a moderate throw. It wasn't very strong, but it was strong enough. And I have multiple, so and I had this in the open area of, like, in the kitchen where it's like there's an open concept of the house, so it's not like closed in, and I could still smell it, like, and there's a sunroof and everything, and I could still smell this. So, but it wasn't like bam, hit you in your face. But again, I have a theory about soy candles, and I'll get back to you on that theory because I just want to test it with the other company first. But this is really good. It was like almost like the zest from an orange, not really orange juice or anything like that, but like the zest you would get from zesting an orange, and mixed with like cinnamon, like and nutmeg, and let me see, does it have nutmeg? No, but it's like cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, those types of seasonings, not seasonings, spices that you use for cakes and pies and stuff like that. So not the pie smell, but just the seasonings you use mixed with the orange zest. It was really good. I have backups. I really love it. It's going to be a Christmas staple for sure. And last but not least, bringing in this last one. I'm sorry this is so long. And if you watched it till here, and I don't know if I want to take comments because it's so much pressure to ask people to comment, because my goal is not really to grow or get big. My goal is to keep a journal of my candles, and a visual journal, and really for me, but like also, like, what do I look like going back and looking at videos that I made that just anyway. I mean, I guess that's why they have the private function on YouTube, but like, I still want to share it with people. You know, I think it's interesting, and there's a lot of people that might be interested in this or whatever. So if you did make it this far, and if you do want to comment, don't put so much pressure on me, because sometimes it's hard for me to socialize. Like, I have so much, that's a whole nother story, but it's really hard for me to socialize. So part of this is also getting me outside of the comfort zone that I've been in for the last 4 years, maybe like 4.5 since I've done a video on YouTube. So just bear with me, because like I get super like social anxiety, and even if it's, you know, online and talking, I just don't do that a lot anymore. Like, I don't have social platforms like that anyway. So just bear with me. I just ask you. But last but not least, also from Kringle, and it just is what it is. I think that this candle is amazing. It's Jelly Donut. And like, people go hard for Jelly Donut. Let me tell you, when I got into Kringle, was the week, maybe 2 weeks. Whenever people started receiving the order, do y'all remember the eclipse that we had last year? Well, I don't know if it was everywhere, but it was in Texas. And I guess they had released a lot of their coveted scents, and Jelly Donut was one of them. And I was like, FOMO, because I went on there to try to look for it. It sold out. And I was not able to even get this. I don't know how to read these yet. I think this means October 15, 2024. I think. Because I definitely bought it I think I bought it in October. But I'm talking about from April all the way to October. I'm like, dang, I got to try this scent, because people talk about it. And I'm like, I got to try this scent. And so this is raspberry, blackberry, pastry, fruit, citrus, butter, vanilla. This is another thing that just is unnecessary. Like, why is it raspberry, blackberry, and fruit and citrus? Because for what? So I wish they would get a little bit better with like their scent descriptions, and maybe they're just pulling what they, you know, with the oils that they use, the name of them and stuff like that, and they're just throwing it on there. But like, you gotta like, I'm in school, like I'm doing things like, anyway. So part of marketing is like how you, like, every part of a candle is marketing. The packaging, the picture, the name of it, the description, all of that is selling to a customer. Because if they don't like one, they're going to look at the other. If they don't like that one, or if they do like that one, everything is just kind of connecting. And I just think it's ridiculous to put all these random scent notes where you could have just put raspberry jam, pastry, butter, and vanilla or something like that. And then maybe even leave out the butter, because I don't get any butter. But it's so good. So when I first melted this, or when I first burned this, I don't know what was up with me or my nose, but I hated it. It smelled like, what did it smell like? I can't remember, but I was like, man, that smells like, I'll have to burn it again and see if I get that smell again. And I wasn't really, it's not like I didn't like it, but I was like, what is this? You know, I had to, like, my nose had to get adjusted to it. But I kept burning it, and let me tell you, I burned it with, I burned it with this. Oh my God. This is perfect. I'm glad I have more of this. I'm glad I have more of this. I got like a 4-wick of this. I got like 3 more of these. Like, just really good. I think that the hype is very real when it comes to this one. I don't know how this one didn't get hype, but whatever. But it's strong. It's very strong. I do think you get more of the jelly. That's why that pumpkin donut shop is so good, because it adds that powdered sugar, like an added element of a donut to this scent. Because you would think this had more powdered sugar in the scent, and it might, like, it, you know, burning it by itself, you might get a little bit of a powdered sugar type of note. But it's not as much as you get in that jelliness and the pastry. And it's not really like a fried pastry, which, yeah, it's really not like a fried pastry. It's like if you had one of these donuts and you literally broke into it and sniffed it. Because you don't really get a lot of yeast or anything from it either. But it's like if you were sniffing the raspberry in the donut without the donut. Like if I opened it up, scooped out the raspberry, and you know, it still has that donuts essence, and like it's been fried, but you don't necessarily smell the bread part of it. That's what this smells like. And it really is amazing. And it's like 10 out of 10 strong. In any room it's throwing. But again, with soy, you know, it's weird because I'm just going to tell you my theory. My theory with soy is like you'll be burning it, and like say I'm burning something in the living room. My bedroom is not near my living room, so like I can come out of my bedroom, I could smell what's burning in the living room, but then I'll go to the living room and I can't smell what's burning in the living room. But as soon as I get close up on it, I'm like, wow. And so it's like it lingers too, like it just kind of stays in the atmosphere a little bit, and that's how it kind of goes down the hallway and you can smell it. But anyway, that's my little theory. But yeah, love this scent, love it so much. Gonna always be a customer with Kringle because of it. I have made so many purchases lately. I don't know, blame it on depression or something, I don't know. I'm looking for happiness. No, I'm happy. I'm actually a lot better than I have been in previous years. But I just, you know, candles make me happy, and it just kind of is what it is. And, you know, until it makes me go broke, you know, I'm going to continue to buy. And, you know, there are people with way worse addictions. So there's that. So, no, I really am going to try to start doing these more consistently. I really want to keep this as a journal to kind of like keep track of what I'm doing and hold myself accountable and responsible, and with getting through candles. If I show y'all some of the I'm going to show y'all my candle collection this year for sure. And even with some of the empties, you might see like what I'm working with. But like I'm talking about, and I buy from everyone. Like most of my candles are from Bath and Body Works, but you're going to be surprised at some of the brands that I have, and you know, some of the older brands or whatever. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in a future video.